As humans, we are lazy. We like to take the convenient option in life. We like to have takeaway curries. We like to go to restaurants. We opt for the option which is easiest for us. In most situations, this is fine. But just imagine, what if your choice of the convenient option had a detrimental effect on the lives of you, your family, and their family for generations to come? In 2020, we need to make the right choices in life for the sakes of everyone on this planet for years to come. We need to radically change our ways now before it's too late. We, as a planet, are in a situation which looks like this. Our planet is holding each of our countries up. Our planet is supporting us, and we need to give back the favour, but we are not doing that. The only way in which we can support our planet is if every country uses their hand to hold up our planet at the same time. And the only way in which we will support our Earth is if every country holds up the Earth. Every single country on the planet needs to hold up the Earth, so that the countries on top of the Earth can live their lives. We can't take our planet for granted, and in a world with new technologies, we need to make the right choices. A wrong choice weakens the hand holding our planet up, but a right choice strengthens it. If a hand lets go of the Earth, it crumbles, and in turn so do all the countries living on the Earth. One hand lets go, the others can't cope, and the whole world fails. This is how serious the situation is. And now, here is what you need to do to strengthen our hand, the hand of the UK, our hand of the UK, and how we can all help to make sure that we will never let go. According to the Greenhouse Conversion Factors 2019, a car with one passenger inside is the highest emitter of CO2 into our atmosphere of all modes of travel, and that is an example of you taking the convenient option. Margaret Thatcher claimed to have said, anyone on a bus over the age of 25 is a failure. But in our day and age, you have to make the right choices in life, otherwise you yourself are a failure. Yes, the car may be the most convenient, parked right outside of your house and ready to be driven to your place of work. But is it so hard to take a bus or train sometimes? If you choose to do this, you are thinking of yourself and not the others that your journey could impact. Now, many people may be promoting using public transport or cycling, but there is something else that you need to promote to get you out of your cars, to get you to make the right choice and board a bus or train to your place of work. It may not be easy, it may not be convenient, but it is the right thing to do in the long term. And as a nation, we need to start thinking long term. We need to stop and think. We need to stop and think about what impact this car journey could have on the future of our planet. You need to change your ways radically before it is too late. You need to choose wisely to strengthen the hand and not to weaken it. Another thing that you need to consider is your flight usage. This is another example of taking the convenient option and another example of you not thinking before you travel. For example, London to Edinburgh is a 402-mile journey by road, which would, on average, take 7 hours and 10 minutes on the M1. London to Edinburgh is a perfect example of people making the wrong choices and taking the convenient option. For this journey, there are 3 ways to travel: car, train or plane. The conventional route up the East Coast Main Line on an electrified train would take 4 hours 45 minutes on average. A short-haul domestic flight would save you 3 hours and 30 minutes, taking just 1 hour and 15 minutes to fly from any of the London airports. But short-haul flights emit, when combined, the most CO2 and secondary emissions of any mode of transport. The most amount of emissions of any mode of transport. And despite this, you still do it. You still do it despite the concrete evidence that it is weakening our hand. You still do it. Places like London City Airport, the hub of short-haul flights, still exist. And you still do it. A study by The Guardian showed that the average train on the East Coast Main Line emits 4 times less CO2 per passenger kilometre than the average flight. So, for example, travelling from London to Edinburgh, your short-haul flight would emit 4 times more CO2 per passenger kilometre than the train. The only thing that you would be losing out on is time. Time that won't exist soon, unless you radically change your options and make the right choice. Is your beloved time really more precious than our existence on this planet? Another example is London to Paris. A short-haul flight on that journey emits 15 times more CO2 than the Eurostar, 15 times more than the train, and all that it requires to do is for you to sacrifice 1 hour of your time on the train. And the fact that you can't even do that is disappointing. The fact that you would be so selfish and thoughtless is disappointing. And the fact that you would need this to be told to you by a child is frankly embarrassing. The fact that as a respectable adult you can't make the right choices is even more embarrassing. The fact that these flights from London to Paris still are a thing is very, very disappointing. As I said at the start, just imagine if your choice of the convenient option had a detrimental impact on you, your family and their family for generations to come. Just imagine how many people you would impact from your choice of the convenient option. As I said, we need to think long term, and you need to think about what could happen next, not now. Think about how you are impacting the strength of our hand, and the choices that you are making. We need to think about how we travel. This lockdown provides us with a great opportunity as a nation to change the ways we all travel. Once some form of normality returns, we should all consider changing the normal way of how we commute to work and how we travel for leisure. The most important thing is for you to make the right choices. Think about how you are impacting the strength of the hand. And don't always take the convenient option. As dignified adults, I'm disappointed in you for not already choosing the right option, but here is the message. You need to change your lives for the better of us all.